The American people are tired of women.
There's the opening.
Oh no. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dumpster Diving. Today it's Wednesday, March something. I don't know the date. And today I am here with, and always with, my co-host Brandon Barber. Say hello. Say hello, Brandon.
Hello.
All right. What's in store for us today? What's on our minds and what's with the world today? Let's just dive right into it.
We're gonna talk about death and doom and destruction and apocalypse.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
So what's new with it? Why is this
What's
popping
new
up
with
now?
death?
Yeah. What is that? Why is it such a hot topic right now?
Well, I would say it'd probably be because of the coronavirus that we've talked about for 3 weeks in a row.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to be going anywhere now, does it?
I guess not.
Whew.
I don't know what to talk about with it. What else do you want me to say?
Well, new shit came out today, Nate, and I'm going to tell you about
It's been
it.
happening every day.
Yeah, that is very true. But today it got serious.
Okay.
So, like 20 minutes before we started recording, Trump signed into law a bill that let companies or send their employees home for free pay for 2 weeks.
Oh
So
dear.
that means that you can get paid if they decide to send you home.
Oh wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, unless it's gonna put the pizza pub under, then they don't have to do that. But I would think that they would be fine.
Huh.
Huh.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of seems like we're about to be quarantined, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, they're definitely taking the initiative on it. They're putting everything into place that needs to be in place if we are going to go into quarantine, which it looks like we are, because do you know what else came out today?
No, enlighten me.
There was a post, the Center for Disease Control did a study, and it turns out that younger people are actually at risk of the coronavirus more than anyone thought initially.
Mm-hmm.
So all those people on the beach, oh my God. 40% of the people who have to be hospitalized are like young.
Okay.
And half of the entire people that have to be put into the intensive care because they have it so bad are those younger people. Half of them. Half are really old people that are going to die, and half are young people, young people. Like
Well, I
below
know
30.
Italy has like a lot of young people dying from the disease as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess that doesn't really make any fucking sense, but me comparing it to that because like it's the same disease.
Mm-hmm.
Disease virus.
Well, you know what else came out today? Those young people that get into the ICU with it, they aren't gonna die like the old people will most likely, but they will have permanent damage to their lungs and sometimes might even lose their organs because of the disease.
What is this disease? What do you mean?
I mean that the disease will permanently damage your lung if you get it. And half of the people that are being put into hospitals are these younger people, our age.
Oh,
Mostly
Jesus
because
Christ.
younger people are being idiots and going to the beach and parties.
Well, yeah.
And then they're gonna end up with a damaged lung or having to have one of their organs taken out.
Right. And there's all these kids, man. There's all these seniors and stuff like that that are crying on like everything. I get it that they won't be able to have their graduation like they dreamed or their prom like they dreamed and stuff, but it's because of this and people are dying from it.
Mm-hmm.
So it almost seems kind of selfish in a way to just to cry about that whenever people are dying because they're like, oh, this stupid coronavirus came and took all this stuff away, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wow, you sound really selfish because that same reason is the reason why people are having to say goodbye to some of their family members. Think
Yep.
about that for a little bit. That's something that's bothering me in particular, is because in all of this time where everybody's supposed to be self-aware and stuff like that, to where we're supposed to, look out for the people that need things and stuff like that. Now it's like, well, this is ruined because I can't go to prom. Like, it's not that great anyway. You don't need it. Prom wasn't
Yeah.
that fun.
And all of those people, most of them, like the college kids and the high schoolers, they aren't staying at home away from people. There's been
Yeah.
so many parties because initially they said that it was only really affecting older people, and then that turned out to be dead wrong because it's brand new. It's been here since November or December. We don't know shit about this.
Yeah. Well,
And
here's
it
the
really-
thing as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's college kids too that, like we were talking about, going out and partying and shit like that. These college kids, they're pretty pissed off because they have to do like online courses and shit now, and some of them are expecting refunds from their tuition and stuff like that because their classes and stuff are being moved to online rather than on campus and stuff like that. And I was just like, I can understand that for some reason. I can understand that more than being upset about prom.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
even then,
absolutely.
it's like at least you're still getting your education in a way.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah. But continue with what you were saying.
I mean, God, what was I gonna say? Give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, they're going to beaches and stuff, and the real people that really can't help it are people that have to go to work every day. And that's why it's such
Yeah.
a big deal that they signed this into law. There's also another bill that's supposed to be passed really soon that's supposed to be sending checks to all Americans that are affected by this. But we don't know if that's going to pass right now. It's supported by the White House, and it looks like most of the Senate, but we don't know about the House of Representatives yet.
I'm sure it'll get passed. It seems like something that's a pretty logical solution.
Yeah,
But
it does.
Who knows?
But they also
Who knows?
solved a lot of it just by making sure that companies will get reimbursed by they get tax credits for how much money they spend on employees that are getting sick leave because of the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't really get paid outright, but they do get tax breaks on it, so that they basically get paid, but it's going to be like a year from now.
Huh. Well, here's the thing too. I wanted to point this out as well. Remember last episode when we talked about this, where we kind of said, just basically keep clean and stuff like that, which all still applies 100%.
Yeah, but
And how the
that was
media,
also before they actually started coming out with stuff that is concrete about it.
yeah, exactly. That's why I wanted to point that out. It's literally so much has changed in 7 days than when we recorded that last episode to now. It's like, all right, this is real and we need to be serious about what we're talking about here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So if that just doesn't show anything, that it was 7 days and it's blown this far and it's gotten this bad and severe, then yes, it's time to buckle down. Let's figure this out. That's all I gotta.
To give you guys some numbers about how serious this actually will be. If no one does anything and it continues as it's been right now, close to 4 million Americans are going to die from this disease. 4 million. That is more than have died in any war or any one single event in recorded history.
Jesus.
And
I didn't hear that.
And even if we do this quarantine thing, it's still going to be like 2 million.
Okay.
But that's
make sure you put your source in the notes and shit, so people don't think we're full of it and everything like that.
I have everything documented and ready to go in the notes.
All right, cool. Because I don't want people to go, "What's your fucking source? What's your fucking source?" Like, no, this is the source. Here it is.
Yeah.
I don't want people thinking that we're shitting out of our ass with numbers. No, we know what we're talking about most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. That's mostly on my end, is why it's most of the time and not 100%.
Oh. Something that's good though. Something else that Trump signed into law today. The military is going to start taking over the Oh no, this is starting to sound bad, but the military is going to start helping with production of medical supplies so that we don't get completely clusterfucked.
See, my sister is in the Air Force and my dad is in the National Guard. And I know the Guard is probably going to be the one doing most of that. So that's like, okay.
Well, I mean, that's just coming up with health supplies. Yeah. That's not actually like putting them at risk. I mean, of course they have to be talking to those people and they may be infected, but you know, it's not as bad as having them like work at the hospital or something.
Right. Yo, today when I was at work, this doesn't show how much the paranoia and like how much this is like freaking everybody out, because like it's freaking me out. And I was the one like, yeah, this is the media's blown out of proportion, which it kind of did to an extent.
It did originally, and now it's gotten way better.
Yeah, because now it's giving us actual info. But now, when I was at work, I was getting really warm. I was really sweating. It's hot. It was hot, and nobody else felt hot except for me. I was burning up. I was like, why is it so hot in here? And dude was like, maybe you got corona. And it started freaking me out while I was making pizzas. I was like, oh my God, what if I do? What if I do? I don't know. I was like, yeah, because the sad thing is because I couldn't just blow it off like, haha, no. It was like, no, that's probably a possibility. It's like, oh God, I might. Ugh. That ain't fun. That ain't fun. Because around our counties and stuff like that, it's basically, it's like just right around us.
It's everywhere, Nate.
I know it's everywhere, but it's just literally like nobody in Robertson County where we are has been infected yet that we know of.
Oh,
it's definitely there.
Yeah, it's there. I think that the first cases reported from Robertson County happened today. But what you have to understand about what's being reported and what's not being reported, if you think that you have coronavirus and you go to the doctor and you do not look like you're over 65 or you have a condition where your immune system doesn't work right, then they will not test you. The
Why?
United States does not have enough testing kits available to test everyone who has it. They're saving them for people who are at risk of dying. So a lot of people.
I guess that makes sense, but it's also like a lot of wasted time.
Well, yeah, that's why that bill to get the military to do that production is such a big deal, because it's needed. That's the reason why the EU has such larger numbers than the United States right now, because Germany is mass producing them, but they only have enough to cover the EU. So the United States has to produce them ourselves.
That's kind of nuts, dude. That's kind of crazy. I was yawning in the middle of that. Sorry, that was unprofessional. Yeah. But it's kind of just it did. I don't know how to say this without sounding like crazy. Because it's a nervous. It's pretty scary. Like anytime I leave the house, which I don't leave the house, I only leave the house to go to work. Sadly, I have to go to work because I don't want to, not because I hate working and I'm lazy. I'm like that whenever this wasn't happening, but now that this is happening, that's my main reason.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't want to be, and I'm always wearing gloves at work. I'm not touching anything else, even though it's. Yep. I don't want to deal with it.
Guys, this is not going anywhere anytime soon. The estimates for when we're going to be able to live life normally again is 14 to 18 months.
Oh my God.
Now we're not going to have to be in quarantine that entire time. The recommendation is, in order to keep people from going just absolutely insane, self-quarantine for 3 months at a time and then go back to normal life for like a month. But then after that month, you have to go back into self-quarantine to keep it at bay.
I mean, self-quarantine isn't that bad, though, in this day and age. It's not.
No, it's not. But people are acting like it's the worst thing in the world.
It's not. It's not. Get a hobby. If you have an Xbox, play it. If you don't, get one. I don't know. If you want to learn guitar, buy a guitar now. That's what I would be doing. I'm going to be practicing that, and I'm going to be playing on my Game Pass on Xbox. It's probably going to be doing that, and I'm probably just going to actually start just trying to do exercises while I'm at home, because I need to do something. Just probably I'm going to be bored enough to.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, what should I do? Push-ups. What am I going to do? Push-ups. 100%. 100%. I just want to know, if the quarantine does happen, how it all would work and stuff like that. Would it be like Italy's rules? I don't even know Italy's rules. All I know is it's like, I think like you just can't be out during certain like hours after some certain time. I don't really know for sure, so I can't really, don't credit me on that. I don't know what I'm talking about. All I know is that they have specific rules and shit for their quarantine.
This is going to be depressing. The most widely adopted rule right now is you're able to go out of your house. It's a 2-week quarantine, but you're able to go out of your house only to go to the grocery store.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't see anywhere else you would have to go if you were quarantined.
No one's going to want to party at the grocery store.
They'll find a way.
Do you want to party at the grocery store?
Not right now.
Oh, dang. Well, it is.
Maybe in 14 to 18 months.
We're going to have a disco party in 14 to 18 months.
Can't
with
wait.
Our, 2 million dead people. Oh, that was morbid. I'm sorry.
That was morbid as fuck. All right. On that note,
Yeah, but
I don't know what else
seriously,
to say.
take this seriously, guys. Don't just brush it off.
Take this seriously, guys. 5 seconds
With our
ago,
2 million
with 2
dead
million
people.
people dead. Yeah. So, I guess just, I mean, it's kind of like nervous laughter. Kind of like, yeah, it's funny. It's not.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like, it's like when somebody who's like not all mentally there is about to go to war and they start laughing maniacally. You're like, oh God, what is wrong with them? That's what it is. It's just nervous laughter. Anyway, so
Xbox formally revealed the on a lighter note, Xbox finally have revealed the Series X on Monday. What'd you think of that, Mr. Xbox guy?
Loved it. I love it. But I gotta say something. I gotta say something like revolving our last topic. I didn't know we were gonna change so quick.
Okay.
We're gonna be making episodes regardless if we're quarantined.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So those will still be coming out weekly. So
gotta
if you're
keep
super
our peeps
super bored,
entertained.
yeah, if you're bored, you can always do your weekly dive with the dumpster diving crew. All right. But yeah, back to what I was saying.
Xbox.
Can't wait. I think it's dope. And I'm already looking for places that I can put it because it's huge.
It is a monster. But don't worry.
It is a monster.
It's less big than a fridge. You can have a fridge in your room so you can fit the Series X.
Yeah. Well, I was more, if this doesn't show anything, because it's PlayStation's reveal today, quote unquote.
Oh my God, we'll talk about that.
I was more intrigued by this guy talking about how the fans work in the Series X than anything that dude talked about for the PS5.
Yeah, the fans for the Series X are awesome. It has one fan, cool. And it pulls the air through 4 spots in the bottom. And then it's like a vortex up top. It's amazing.
It's like a tornado.
It is.
It's cool.
It's so cool.
It's very cool. And this other guy was talking about how certain storage, blah, 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 blah. This guy was just giving us like basically the most boring like coding lesson. I was like, I don't.
Are you talking about the PlayStation guy today?
Yes. Mark, what's his last name?
I don't even remember at this point.
I'm just gonna call him Mark. I'm gonna call him Mark.
He's been head of PlayStation hardware since the PS1.
Yeah, cool.
Mark Cerny, that's him.
Cerny. More like Mark really, really is a boring motherfucker. He's
a genius though. Like he really is.
He's a genius. He's a genius. But
that's why he doesn't know how to talk to people.
This guy is boring, and what he presented today was boring. Oh my God. Thing was called Road to PS5, which had a fake audience, by the way.
I don't know if they were fake.
They were fake.
I would hope that they were fake.
They were fake. They just had a silhouette move every once in a while to make it seem real.
Yeah, it's really weird that they would want to have a fake audience anyway, though, because you're supposed to be 6 feet away from people. So why would they try to put in a fake audience?
I mean, think about the angles too. Why would there be people at like the same height level as him? Yeah, it's weird. I'll have to look it up and show you. I'll be like, this camera angle doesn't make any sense. That's why it's so disproportionate. That's why it's fake. But it's he just went on to talk about all this stuff, and he went on about the stats of the PS5 and stuff rather than showing us the console or doing anything with what the console looks like. I don't know what the console looks like. Have we seen an official look at what the console is?
No, we have no clue what the console is going to look like.
Oh my God. That's so stupid. And Series X comes out in Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, it comes out Thanksgiving.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's spectacular news.
So, yeah, we're not going to go through all of the technical specs for these because that would be boring as fuck. But if you're curious, I have it all in the notes below. There's a ton in the notes this week. I highly suggest people look at it.
Yeah, all we could do is suggest, though, because I don't like to read as much as a lot of people do.
Yeah. But if you're
But that's why
interested, they're there.
we're here to dumb down all the stuff, really.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going over the specs, that's all that dude did today.
That's all he did.
All he did. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my mind. He talked more about the PS2 and the PS3 than he did the PS5.
Yeah, he did.
It was pretty frustrating. And I'm looking at my PlayStation 1. It's sitting in front of me. I was like, good God, man. He is still going on and on and on. And everything he said irked me. In the live chat, because they premiered it on YouTube. Like they do like here's the premiere in 3, 2, 1. Because I hyped it all up to be this just Mark talking for like 45 minutes. And he's like, and thank you for your time. And I was like, thank me for your, are you expecting a you're welcome? Because I didn't enjoy any of this. And everything in the live chat was just nothing but Z's.
Mm-hmm.
Z's and people chanting Xbox.
This was a 50-minute talk, by the way. 50 minutes of people typing Z into their computer.
I was doing it too. I even got on my phone, found the video, and started mashing Z.
Mm-hmm.
I was spamming it because I was just like, you know what, I want to join the fun. This is fun because it's true. And then there's like a one comment. He's like, guys, this is actually pretty important. We should probably stop spamming the Z's. And I almost wanted to be like, shut up, dude. Cook.
You know, I was really mad about this, but I think I was really mad about it earlier today, but I don't think that they are actually that bad. Because honestly, this talk was not meant for us. It was meant for game developers. The game developer conference got canceled, and this was the talk that they were supposed to have there. But they had to cancel it because of coronavirus. And for some, God knows why they would do this shit. But for some reason, they decided to make it put it on YouTube, whenever it could have easily been an email.
Yeah.
The entire presentation, 50-minute presentation, could have been an email. But they, for some reason, decided to put it on YouTube.
Oh my God. I know this is unprofessional, and I shouldn't be looking through Instagram, but the first thing I see when I open Instagram, somebody is on the beach celebrating spring break from Tennessee. Went straight to the beach. Y'all ain't understanding. Why don't they listen to people? Why are people going places? Why are people just not like, I'm having a stroke. I can't think. You're gonna have to feel something while I'm freaking out.
Yeah, I know. We'll get back to the consoles, but this is gonna come out earlier than Monday. I'm probably gonna put this out on like Thursday. I'm gonna edit this tonight and put it out tomorrow, because this shit is important, and it will be outdated by the time Monday rolls around.
Yeah, because we could be quarantined by then.
Yeah. So this podcast, we record on Wednesdays and we usually post on Mondays. It's been like that for like 2 months. This one's going to come out early. Yeah, I know. This one's going to come out early because it needs to.
True.
But the schedule is still Mondays.
God. I'm like boiling right now, and it's just like, why are you doing the things that you do knowing what's going on? I don't understand it. I don't want to say I'm triggered, but I'm triggered. I don't want to say I'm triggered, but I'm triggered. Oh my God.
Apparently the our two senators voted against the act that's going to allow small businesses to close, even though it's still passed. I don't know.
I don't get it. I'm dumb.
So,
oh my God.
So in other coronavirus news, Florida will not they won't close their beaches, And guess who the first member of Congress to get coronavirus was?
Probably from Florida.
Yep. Representative from Florida.
Look at there. And they thought they were safe.
With their beaches open.
I guess. They're like, the ocean will clean up the virus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
The
God.
The salt water kills it totally.
No, it doesn't. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I literally just opened Instagram and it was the first thing that was there.
I'm not
Somebody
surprised.
just
People are
went to the
being
beach.
stupid.
I don't get it. I'm just like, and I can understand if they're like, my parents made me. Argue with your parents about it. You clearly didn't put up a big enough argument to be like, or say, hey, can I stay home? I don't want to go to the beach where there's a virus coming around.
I mean, really, their parents shouldn't have made them go in the first place because they're the ones that are going to be on ventilators.
Right.
Like, and
God.
just so you know, this isn't the way the symptoms that we have now are not going to be the same in like 2 weeks. It's been mutating like crazy.
That's so weird. This is like, okay, this is kind of crazy though, and I understand people have been making jokes about it, but literally think about this for a second. Our grandkids are going to be asking us about this because this is going to be on one of their tests one day for history. This is going to be on their history tests.
Mm-hmm.
We're living this right now.
I truly believe that the United States will be changed after this virus ends. There is no way in hell that anyone ever lets something like this happen again. It'll be like 9/11. No one has hijacked a plane since 9/11 in the United States.
Yeah.
There's no way this happens again at all.
They've gotten airports shut down, but besides that,
yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Yeah, because then it'd probably be like, I don't know what would really change, probably besides, I don't know what really would change, to be honest with you. I just think we'd probably be better prepared if it happened again.
You would hope so.
But there's people that's prophesized this like years ago. I cannot remember her name. It was Susan something, I think. Because my nana was talking about it, and I was like, I don't know who that is, and I was like, I don't think she's remembering that correctly. And then people were talking about it on Instagram as well. She was like a psychic or whatever. She talked about how it was a virus that was contracted through same thing that Corona is. I just can't think right now because I'm still angry about what I just saw. How is it I can't think right now. I'm trying. This can be edited. She was basically talking about how this virus would come and it would wipe out millions of people and it would stop after like a year. And then after that, it would come back 10 years later and do the same thing again. And then it'd be done.
Well, Nate, people have been saying the United States and other countries aren't prepared for a pandemic for years.
Yeah.
It's been inevitable.
Common sense.
It's just been waiting. It's just been a time of when will all the cards be stacked in the right way?
Yeah. I'm looking it up right now. Is it Sylvia Brown?
I don't know.
It was Sylvia Brown. I'm gonna send you this link so you can put it in the notes.
Okay.
Brown wrote in this book, in around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments.
Well,
and there's pictures of it and stuff like that. And she died in 2013.
Huh.
And that's like a pretty weirdly specific thing. Then again, it could totally be predicted.
Yeah.
Let me look. I know Kim Kardashian tweeted about it.
It's sort of common sense. Because the viruses that spread the most are pneumonia-like viruses.
Yeah.
So
Here we go. Here's more.
anyone could just say that.
I found more. In that same paragraph, it said, almost more baffling than the illness itself will be the fact that it will suddenly vanish as quickly as it arrived, attacking again 10 years later and then disappear completely.
I don't think that's going to happen.
She wrote that in 2008.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
It's just weird. I know, but it's just like conspiracies.
Yeah, of course.
This is from Newsweek.com. I don't know if that's a reliable source, but the book itself is called End of Days: Predictions and Prophecies About the End of the World by Sylvia Brown.
Well, okay, Sylvia, you got us this time.
You got us, Sylvia. I'm gonna have to check that book out. You've got me sold. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's crazy stuff about psychics, though, at the same time. Like how people can just like, especially people with like premonitions as well.
Mm-hmm.
How there are people that like freaked out the day before 9/11, saying that like that was gonna happen, like that 9/11 was gonna happen, and that like the planes are gonna get hijacked. And they talk about it today, but then again, it could just be like all for attention. It could be lies, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, if it's true, then that's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, it is.
Who knows? I don't know what would cause that, though. I don't know what would cause that. I want to believe that there are psychics in the world, but sometimes it's just like I have no clue if they are or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because there's like those videos of like psychics, and then there's funny thing to look up on YouTube if you ever have the time is to look up psychic cringe, and it's people who were claiming to be psychics and stuff on national television, and they always fail. So it's like, oh, so try to guess the number I'm thinking of, and they say it wrong, and it's like, oh, that's funny. So that's what that is. It's neat because it's weird because these people are like normal people. They don't claim that they're psychics. They just claim that this happened.
Yep.
So it's not like they're trying to make a profit off it or anything. And it'd be really weird to go out there for just attention. Because then that's kind of like a nerve-wracking thing to go out there and try to lie about something just for attention and not money or something.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, what's the point of lying? But yet, why do people do anything? Like, why do people go to the beach whenever there's a killer virus going around? God, I don't get it. And these are smart people. These are like really smart people that I know that are going. There's a guy from work that's a really smart dude. He's a really cool dude. He's funny. He's at the beach right now because I think his parents made him. The person I just saw on Snapchat, she's a really smart girl, and she's on the beach right now. And I'm like, why?
Well,
I almost want to angrily type in the comment section, why are you at the beach?
Because smart people see that young people are not affected, and they're like, oh, well, the beach is cheap right now, so they go to the beach. And then it comes out, hey, we were wrong, and 40% of people who get admitted to the hospital are young, and half of the people that are in critical care are also young. Oh, and also you could lose a lung. And they're like, oh, but I'm on the beach.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, we better get off this depressing topic and go back to consoles.
I mean, it's kind of just the thing that's happening, though. It's like, yeah, the consoles are cool, but like, what if that gets delayed because of this stuff too? Which it could very well happen.
That's what I was just about to say. They say Thanksgiving right now, but there's a very good chance. Well,
especially if there's a quarantine.
China has their shit together right now for somehow. I don't know how.
There's a lot of people there.
But supply chains are just like, they're cracking again. Everything's good in
the travel ban.
for some reason.
There's no telling. I love how I said because of the travel ban with me not knowing a thing about it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, people exist. People are stupid.
Yeah,
and
they are.
yeah, which is crazy. People die every single day. They do. People die every single day from from like cigarettes, from alcohol, not from alcohol, but like causes of alcohol. And then there's like suicide, and then there's all these other diseases and stuff like that. And then we have to, on top of all of that we have to worry about, it's this too. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is crazy. So I guess the only thing that we could really do, and I was thinking about this in the car on the way to my work, whenever I was like, ugh, I gotta go to work and I gotta be around people, and I don't want to be around people. Which, by the way, everybody was just getting takeout orders today,
Yeah.
which I guess makes sense because we're trying to just do everything we can to make money. Which they even said today that since we're about to close off dine-in in general,
Yeah.
about to close off dine-in in general, and we're gonna need people to cook. So I'm already a cook, so I don't have to worry about this. But the servers and stuff like that are gonna have to start. It's not in our insurance policies and stuff like that to be able to let our employees drive and deliver food. But
Yeah.
Premium has agreed to hire some of the servers and stuff like that, so they can still make money because the bartenders aren't going to be making enough money because there's nothing to bartend because there's no way that's going to be able to come inside.
Well, I mean, they should be able to make money anyway now since that bill just got passed.
Yeah, but they weren't. This was literally early this morning.
Yeah.
When this was happening. So yeah, nothing's set in stone yet because everything is changing within a 24-hour period.
Yeah, but luckily it seems to be changing for the better government-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, disease-wise, it's getting worse, but the government seems to actually be acting now.
That's baffling to me. How
that the government actually acts? I know.
Yet. No, that the disease, like, nobody has figured anything out yet.
Well,
that's what's baffling to me.
The CDC said 18 months for a cure and then another 14 months to make sure the cure worked.
Oh my god, dude.
But
it makes me not want to leave the house.
People have to be self-quarantining for 14 months.
I could do that. I think I could. Honestly, I think I could quarantine myself for a year.
Yeah. I mean, I could too.
Like,
I have enough games to play for a year.
I do too, dude. I really do too. I would spend probably a month on a game. I would spend a whole month on one game.
Yeah.
And then just go from there. But I would be I would have to be physical in some sort of way, or I'm just gonna get out of control. That's not going to be fun. So I would have to do all kinds of shit. Who knows? I might do something rebellious. I might go outside. Ooh. See people. Yeah, I see people saying that on Instagram too. They're like, y'all self-quarantine yourself and take care of yourself, and y'all can go outside. And I'm like, that kind of doesn't seem like the point. But I guess that makes sense because you have to be around people to get it. But even then, it's just like, I wouldn't even go outside, dude. I'd just be straight chilling in my house.
Well, as long as you're 6 feet away from people, you're fine. So right. you can go to the park and stuff, but just stay away from people and be smart. Yeah. Oh my god.
Here's the thing too. There's all these celebrities that I follow on Instagram. Love them to death, but then they're like, yo, make sure you are staying home. Make sure you self-quarantine. I don't want to see y'all outside. I'm like, half of us don't have enough money like you do to where we can stay inside and not have to worry about it. Like, I have to go to work. Plenty of people have to go to work.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. That's how it is. So it's just something else for people to yell about, which I'm a hypocrite because I'm yelling about it now, but it's the same thing. So what's new? I'll tell you what's new. Tomorrow there's gonna be a whole new slew of shit. Whole new slew of it.
Yeah, but we can only hope that it's a good slew of shit.
Hopefully. Today was a good decent slew of shit.
Yep, today was.
Like what was it? Trump saying like $2,000 to a working household member?
Um,
Something like that. 1,000, 2,000. I know it
yeah,
was 1,000
a
like a couple
thousand to
days ago,
people.
and now it's like that's like I saw something for 2,000.
That hasn't passed yet, but that's what it's looking like they're wanting to do.
And to be fair, that's probably really good. That's fine. That's enough to keep me at bay and not freak out because I got my Game Pass. I got all my shit. Like all my shit combined is like what, 50, $60.
Yeah.
I'm good. Like, ugh. Then I wouldn't have to worry about gas. What's quarantine, dude? I don't really see a negative in this. I'm like, I don't have to worry about gas. I don't have to worry about barely anything besides my physical health. Like Jesus. And sometimes your physical health is like the bottom of the list for things that you have to worry about. And now it's like top priority.
Yeah.
What else is new? All right, I think we should get off this topic. I don't think I have anything else to say about it besides what I've said.
Yeah, me either.
And I feel like consoles, I there's nothing new for consoles that besides what we talked about today, unless you have some more stuff to add to it that I don't know about.
I wanted to tell you, on paper, it looks like the Xbox is more powerful than the PS4 or the PS5. I'm sorry, getting used to the new names, but it looks like from all the developers that have been working on them, that they actually have about the same power. And I'll tell you why. The Xbox, it has bigger specs on paper, but it's because they use all of that raw power to be able to do the things that to do the more intensive things, so they need that 12 teraflops. Whereas what PlayStation's doing is they've offloaded all of the high load shit that the Xbox is going to be pushing with their CPU and GPU onto different chips. So that 10 teraflops, not all teraflops are made the same. That 10 teraflops, because they're offloading them onto different chips, they're going to have just about the same amount of performance as each other, but because the PlayStation has offloaded all that shit, it's actually going to be more power efficient and stay cooler. So it's not going to have that big ass fan that the Xbox has, which I'm really curious as to how that thing's going to sound, by the way.
Right.
Cuz it can either be really quiet or it can squeal.
I hope it squeals.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Hey,
It'd be hilarious.
Can you help me? My Xbox is squealing.
They're like, nah, that's how it's supposed to sound. I bet it's just gonna sound like like an RC car.
Oh my god, that would be terrible.
I'd love it.
Did you see this shit about Sony wanting you to send them a picture of your ears so that they can map sound correctly?
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
That is crazy, isn't it?
How the fuck do y'all not have anybody that works for you with ears?
Dude, we're getting
That's
memory
stupid.
cards back.
Yeah.
We're getting memory cards. That is such a throwback. What is the last console to have a memory card? I guess the Switch
PS2.
takes SD cards, but yeah, I think PS2, that was 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And we're coming back to memory cards. Isn't that
Which are cool.
crazy?
Yeah. It's just I'm kind of like, well, that kind of seems like something that never really left at the same time, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
even though it totally did, but because everything's just kind of cloud safe now. But yeah, that's
Apparently,
cool.
apparently the PlayStation storage is faster than the Xboxes as well. So it'll have less load times. Somehow. It's because of their
Yeah,
storage controller. Because they did the same thing with
Jesus.
that.
They're the demo of the Series X was fast. He was switching between Forza and other games within like a 5 second load time.
And the
I was like,
PS5 is
oh my
faster.
God. I'm like, how?
I
And
know.
the guy kept saying, Mark kept being like, "Hey, Marvel Spider Man, we blah 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 blah, and it moves so much quicker." And I'm like, "Okay, dude."
You know, something that Mark
Like neat.
said that no one really paid attention to because he was being so goddamn boring. He said that their SSD is so fast that the developers are going to have to slow it down.
What?
They're going to have to add artificial loading to make it not seem like it's running choppily.
Just
Isn't
so
that
it's
insane?
smoother?
So it's smoother, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe he's just bullshitting. I mean, I'd rather him show us than explain it to us, to be
I
fair.
know.
So I
Yeah.
still have that complaint.
Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that the way that we hear about all this cool specs is from him and then developers talking about how they actually matter afterwards.
Right.
But I mean,
Yeah.
another thing that they did by limiting the power of the actual GPU and CPU is they made it cheaper. So the PS5 is going to be more efficient, just as powerful, with less powerful components because they offloaded all of the hard hitting stuff to other places. So instead of having a $600 console, they can have a $400 to $450 console. And who knows, we may still get a PS5 Pro, and we still don't know what the Xbox Project Lockhart's going to be. So who knows? But it's pretty cool that they were actually able to do that, even though they still need to release a picture of it, and they still need to get their shit together on how they're gonna market it. I mean, come on, PlayStation, you have the best games of the past 10 years. There
Yeah.
is no way in hell that you should be doing this bad on selling your console. Because no matter how you look at it, this is the this is convincing people to spend $400 to $600 on your console. You have to convince them of that, or they're not going to buy in. They just won't.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Perfect time to release it though, with everyone having to be quarantined.
I mean, no, because then everybody's gonna get together and go buy the fucking thing.
They have online ordering now.
Yeah, but that requires. Never mind.
I mean, you can pre-order a PS5 on Amazon and have it delivered same day. I mean, it should be fine.
I mean, isn't Amazon like only delivering things that are essential at this point?
Right now, yeah, but who knows? That's in November, so
True. No, yeah, because of when the console releases. Yeah, good thing I got my giant gallon water jug when I did, because then that might not have been seemed as essential.
You don't think that your giant ass water jug would be seen as essential?
God, have you seen the fucking thing?
I haven't actually.
It's gigantic. It's a gallon of water. It's cool though.
Can you
It
even
looks cool.
can you even lift that?
Yeah. What are you, a soy boy who can't lift a fucking gallon?
I mean, yeah, but it would be uncomfortable.
It is almost uncomfortable, but years of masturbating has taught my right arm to be really dominant in picking heavy things up. So
Hmm.
I guess that was a kind of a dick joke.
Oh, okay then. That was more
Either
like
way,
that was more of a lonely joke.
shut the fuck up. Anyway, but yeah, it's a badass water bottle. It's by Power Boil, I think. It was like the number
Power
one
boil?
rated one that everybody was recommending on like on YouTube and shit for a gallon water bottle, and it's nice. It's plastic. It's got rubber on the bottom, so it doesn't. It's just sturdier when you put it down and shit. It's got these cool little textures on the side. It's cool, and there's like a little ribbon on top too that you wouldn't think would hold it because but the rim is like a really thick plastic around it. It holds it perfectly fine. So if you really wanted to carry this gallon water on like your shoulder, I mean on your
On your shoulder?
on like your backpack or some stupid shit. That's what I meant to say. It'd be hella uncomfortable, but so is everything that's in your backpack. So
I mean, I guess
it could
that's
totally
true.
work. And it's got these. It's got times on the side. It's got times on the side. It says 7 a.m. It's when you start. You drink down to the 7 a.m. mark, and then after that, it's 9 a.m. where you drink to where it says 9 a.m. and so on and so forth till 9 o'clock at night, where it says tons of energy. Remember your goals. Each time it says a time. There's a cool little phrase. 3 o'clock is feeling awesome. 5 p.m. is do it for results, and 7 p.m. is a little bit more, and 9 p.m. is well done.
Huh.
So it's just a good way to keep hydrated all day because I've been drinking a gallon of water for almost a week. I got this jug on Monday, but I started drinking a gallon on that Friday. So this Friday would be a week, and I've already noticed results like immediately from just drinking a gallon of water a day that I didn't expect. My face has started to slim up a bit, and my skin is getting clearer, which is kind of a normal thing. But also, it controls my appetite a lot because I'm constantly drinking water, and you start to get bloated on the first few days of doing it because your body's not used to taking in that much water. But at the same time,
I don't think that you're
What?
supposed to drink that much water.
you're only supposed to drink about I think it's like 60 something. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it because
What it tells me that I need to drink is 64 fluid ounces of
yeah,
water.
that's what it tells me too. I think that's the average thing. But for somebody for what I'm doing is I'm just doing this because fuck it. But I don't feel bloated when I drink this. I don't feel bloated, and it's if anything, it's improved my mood a lot. Like when I'm at work, I'm not nearly as stressed as I am. It's just probably because I'm energized and I'm not feeling sluggish. Because when I feel sluggish, I get angry. Because then I'm cranky. Because I'm tired. And I fall asleep really late at night though. That's the thing too. But yeah, and I pee a lot. But the thing is, my pee isn't like dead clear. It's still yellow. So
What?
I'm not consuming. Yeah.
Dude, I drink 64 ounces of water a day, and my pee is clear.
I don't know what to tell you, dude. It might be because of what I'm eating too, but who knows? I don't know how piss works. But yeah, no, my pee's still yellow.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Weird.
But if I drink a gallon a day, I could have a soda during the day if I really wanted to. I haven't. But if I really wanted to, I would still be getting all my water intake as well. Some people could tell you it's you're not supposed to, but I haven't seen a single person say it's a negative. They basically say it's for skincare and maintaining a healthy diet or whatever. So I've just been doing that, and I haven't been eating as much as I do, so that's neat. And overall, I've only seen nothing but positives. The only thing that's slightly negative is if I pee a lot, but I pee and then I'm done. Like it's really not even that bad of a thing. Cool thing about the bottle is there's like a big opening on the top, so I can. It's not like a small little nozzle where you can't drink a lot. I could chug this thing if I wanted to. I honestly, with 100% confidence, think I can chug this entire bottle in probably maybe 5 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
That's a long time. For a
But I'll
gallon.
probably throw up. I'll throw up, but I could do it. I could probably do it.
Hey Nate, want to go to the movies?
No.
Good, because they're all closed anyway.
Yeah, I didn't want to go. You crazy? You think I'm not taking this seriously? I'm like, dude, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
There's so many things I want to do. So many things I haven't done that I want to do. And I'll be damned if I die before that happens because I want to go see a movie. You're crazy.
They shut down movie theaters on Tuesday.
Ugh. I mean, yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that happened. Because everything's getting pushed back anyway.
Yep.
Regardless.
Like, there's no point to have movie theaters open if no movies are coming out.
Exactly. What else do you think is going to get closed down?
Everything.
Everything else? Oh, yeah, I guess that
I
makes
seriously
sense.
think that everything is going to be closed. Everything that people can't remotely work from home with, and Amazon. That's it. And UPS.
That's nerve-wracking, dude. I hope we do get quarantined, so it's just like the easiest thing we can do at this point besides risk it all.
Yeah, but there's a lot of logistics that have to go right for a quarantine to work.
How long do you think before it happens?
One to 2 weeks.
That's what I was saying. I was like, dude, I honestly say give it a week.
Yeah, it's pretty much inevitable at this point. Especially if it keeps on like it looks like it's going to.
Well, if that happens, you guys have the dumpster diving crew to keep you entertained. And if you're feeling lonely, you know our Instagrams.
And if you're feeling really lonely, then you can email us at dumpsterdivingpodcast@gmail.com.
I got a question. Why'd you put this bitch's name in the document? You put Rachel Ray in the dumpster diving show notes, and I want to understand why you did what you did.
Because she's your favorite cook.
She's really not.
Well, you talk about her so much.
I talk about her because she bothers me. It's something about Rachel Ray that bothers the shit out of me. I don't know what it is. I just don't like her. Every time, and for the love of God, my Instagram is riddled with her. And I don't get why. She's making like dog food now, and she has this really stupid ad, and I see it all the time. And I send it to Brandon with like a paragraph long thing about why I wish she would just choke on what she's cooking. It's just the
dog food.
Me. Yes. The one where she's talking to the dogs, she's like, "Who's hungry?" And then the dogs are like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." And then she asks them again because apparently she's deaf and can't hear these loud ass dogs. I don't get it. I don't get this woman. I don't get it. She's always, and like I looked through some of her cookbooks too. Some of her recipes are good. Half of them I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. And why would you make this? It's because she's just making cookbooks out the ass to sell. Because of her, she had like a show at one point. I don't know if it's still going. I don't care. And I just don't like her. She bothers me. I have this one vivid memory of Rachel Ray as a kid because my mom used to watch Rachel Ray and she used to try to make some of her stuff. So we were like constant guinea pigs to whatever Rachel Ray convinced my mom to make that night. And it was for like the Super Bowl. And that's all I remember is that she was like, "For your Super Bowl party, I've concocted 3 different recipes and side dishes that we never made." And it was just like, Rachel, just shut up. Shut up, Rachel. Who watches Rachel Ray nowadays? Who watches Rachel Ray? I know. It's like that, Wheel of Fortune, The Price is Right. The Price is Right is the prime time just never gonna go away show. It's the Price is Right is always gonna be there until it suddenly gets canceled. Then everybody's gonna care about the Price is Right getting canceled.
Yeah, I don't think that anyone should make fun of Wheel of Fortune or Jeopardy. Those are actually fun game shows.
I like Jeopardy a lot. Weirdly
I
enough,
love
I can watch
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy on repeat. I don't know half the stuff they're talking about, and then when I do, I'm like, oh hey, it's that. It'll be something so stupid. Like if you don't, one of the most fun things to ever do, and I'm surprised we haven't done this. Turn on Jeopardy and yell nothing but the wrong answers. It is the most fun thing you'll ever do.
Do you, if you want to see one of the most entertaining things I've ever seen on TV, you need to go to Hulu and watch the you know those 3 episodes that they did, the Jeopardy of Champions or something, that they were promoting the shit out of. That tournament was amazing. That is one of the
sure
best. That is like the best episode of Jeopardy I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You need to watch it. It's on Hulu.
What are terrible game shows then? I think The Price is Right. I don't think it's a terrible game show. I just think it's like, I don't like the way it's shot, and I hate like the sounds and stuff. It just feels gross to me. Also, remember back in like a few years ago, people were pissed off because they started to hire male models to show off the prizes rather than women.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, what a time to be alive, where I can't see a hot woman touch this car, then I don't want to watch The Price is Right. Like, who cares? Who cares?
I don't know.
What's another bad? I think so. I wouldn't say The Price is Right is a bad game show. I just think it's boring.
Yeah, me too. I don't like The Price is Right.
Ooh, Millionaire is a fun show. I like watching Millionaire. Like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one.
I think that's an interesting show. I think watching people answer these questions with stakes of losing their entire like earnings and stuff is funny. Because especially when they lose and they're like, oh God, I could walk away with nothing. It's like, Jesus, like nothing, maybe like a t-shirt. That's it.
What do you think of Family Feud?
Family Feud is only good because of Steve Harvey.
Yep.
At this point. That is
true.
Stupid. I swear to God, sometimes they only pick like the most retarded families to go on that show.
Yep.
Like they're stupid. And sometimes they don't understand how stupid they actually are. Like these people will be complete imbeciles. And Steve makes fun of them because it's funny. And they don't realize they're being made fun of, so they just laugh. Because they're like, oh, Steve doing a funny voice. When really Steve's like making fun of these people. And that's good. That's funny. That's great. God, sometimes it's just
does Steve Harvey still have his like talk show?
Yeah, he does. I think he does. Weird. I enjoyed his talk show for what I saw of it.
I did too.
I didn't have cable. When I didn't have cable, I would just watch Steve Harvey whenever it came on at like 4. It would come on at like 4 o'clock, and I'd bounce between that and Jerry Springer because Jerry Springer is fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That and Steve Wilkos. Steve Wilkos. I showed you Steve Wilkos, right?
Give me a reminder.
He's the bald guy that like comes out and he has these people on who do lie detector tests, and he gets mad.
Oh my God! Yes.
Dude, that is the best thing. Some of them, it's horrible. Some things that's on there, these people have done horrible things for what we know, if they're faked or not. But then Steve, when he gets mad, he just goes for whatever chair's around him and just throws it somewhere near these people to where it just breaks for dramatic effect. And it is so funny. I tell Steve Wilkos is probably my favorite show to watch on the random. If I want to see somebody fight, I either watch like Cops or Steve Wilkos. Because Steve gets so unbelievably upset at some of these people. Well, rightfully so, if these stories are true. Like one guy, like on a very serious thing, if this is true, this sucks. He like intentionally burned his son's ear, and God, what was the other thing? It was something, he put hot sauce on his son's fingers to keep him from biting his nails or something. and he burned his son's ear, and he said he didn't do it. And then Steve said that he was a liar because the lie detector test came back, and Steve lost it. He was upset. And the other guy was like, "I never hurt my kid. I never ever hurt my kid." And he's like, "Come on, Steve. Like, you gotta believe me." He's like, "I was rooting for you." Oh, it's like a betrayal. I was like, "Oh my god, this show is good." So yeah.
So this just in, the PlayStation 5 has a 2 times faster SSD than the Xbox.
Okay. Neat. Show us the console.
I know. Show us the console. Good God.
That's like
when did Xbox announce their console? It was at God, what is that game show? Not game show. Fuck, you got me on game shows. Award show. The Game Awards. They showed it off at the Game Awards. That was in December.
Why didn't PlayStation do anything?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
But they need to.
At least show us. They showed a logo like a day after, didn't they?
It was in like January.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was at CES in January. I don't know if they need to. God, I hope that they release something about it within like a month. Because okay, let's be honest here. Sony is not doing this on purpose. like they aren't just trying to mislead their stuff. They don't have something to show yet. But they're positioning it wrong. Because if they had just positioned this video as a developer thing and sent it out as an email, then people wouldn't be mad at all. But because what did they name it again? The road to PS5. That's what they named it.
Yeah.
If they didn't name it that, then it would be fine. This was not meant for consumers. God, I hope that comes before E3 would have been. It needs to come within like a month, considering what Xbox has been doing.
Xbox has just been shitting it out, man. You can just see. They're showing everything. Like, here's what you're going to be buying, dude. 10 PlayStation's like, we've got a logo.
We have a logo, and we have the tech specs. But that's it.
From Mark. Tech specs by Mark.
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to somebody get murdered than listen to Mark talk about that again.
I would rather watch it. I would rather read it in an email than listen to Mark do it. Mark's a genius. I'm not poking fun at Mark.
I'm poking fun at Mark. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a smart dude, but God, that shit was boring, homie. I will poke fun at you all I want. Shit was boring as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know why that needed to even come out.
It didn't.
That could have been an email.
Yeah.
Mark, you were a dry, boring fucking dude. And you bored the shit out of me for 40 minutes.
Mark, you made a really fucking powerful console. Now just show us it now. That's all we want. Yeah. We just want to see the box and a controller. That's it.
I want to see.
Just show us the controller. And wait for the box. I don't care. Show us something. Show us the fucking power cable.
Right?
Could you imagine the backlash if they just showed the power cable?
Oh my god, dude, the likes and dislike ratio is absolutely insane.
Last I looked, it was 151,000 upvotes and like 50 or 60,000 downvotes. What's it at now?
204K likes and 85K dislikes on the PlayStation channel. And on IGN, it is 2,000 likes and 2,000 dislikes. It's even. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's basically a giant cuck, so I'm glad people are agreeing with this. His voice sounds like when Deadpool is trying to say something smart. That's the top comment. Okay. I'm 20 minutes in and he's still talking about the SSD.
I mean, the SSD is something to be proud of, to be fair, but it could have been in an email. Or, I would be happy with them talking about the SSD for 20 minutes if I got to see the console.
Right? I wouldn't give a flying
If I was
fuck if
just
I could see the
looking
console.
at how beautiful the console is, then I would be fine. Talk about the SSD for 20 minutes. Show us the box that you created and how impressive the specs are that you put into it. Don't just tell us the specs. That's fucking retarded.
Dude, everybody. One guy said, "Damn, are we gonna have a quiz on this later?" Oh my god. PlayStation 5 online classes. Me taking intense notes. His voice is so soothing. I would love it if he read bad bedtime stories for me. I wouldn't. Good God, if Mark was in my room telling me the story about the SSD and the PS5, I'd shoot myself.
I mean, I would go to sleep, to be fair.
I'd go to sleep. I was falling asleep in the middle, but then I'd wake up immediately. Just be glad. I'm glad. Okay, Mark, I'm going to give you credit where credit is due. You didn't try to crack a stupid joke. You didn't decide to crack a stupid joke in front of your fake audience.
Not once.
But that didn't need to be filmed. That didn't need to be anything. That could have been an email. That could have been an email. Y'all didn't have to do all that.
It could
Y'all
have.
didn't have to do all that and bore the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say. So if I had to choose between Rachel Ray and Mark of who I would rather, the answer's going to be Mark regardless, whatever it is. I just don't like Rachel Ray. So yeah, never mind.
Well, Mark can build you a kick-ass console every 7 years.
Yeah, and Rachel Ray can make me dog food.
Good God.
Who else don't I like? I don't like Rachel Ray. And I'm going to mention this every day on the podcast. I don't like Wendy Williams either. Wendy Williams bothers me. The show The Doctors bothers me to an extent. Because I actually am kind of intrigued on sometimes what they're talking about. But other than that, it's just like nobody is that perfect of a human being to where they're going to be that healthy. Some people, sometimes it's like, it's this important you do this and this important you do this. I'm like, I don't see you doing that probably. like some guy will be like, it's like a dentist telling you to floss every day. Not everybody flosses every single day. Like, come on, dude.
Fortnite kids do.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you anymore. Just because of that one comment. I saw John Wesley Shipp. John Wesley Shipp is the guy that played the 90s Flash and now Jay Garrick Flash. I saw him on his Instagram. He was in his suit, his 90s Flash suit from the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. He was in that suit, flossing in it, and people have been praising him on it, and I'm just like, oh God, does he not realize that this is cringe? I'm just, So yeah, boomers, man, they're crazy. Speaking of boomers, who else don't I like? For some odd reason, the guy that hosts Wheel of Fortune bothers me a little bit too. His voice irritates me to like, I don't know, I don't like hearing his voice. I like hearing Alex Trebek's voice. I like him a lot. He's probably one of my favorite TV hosts ever. Is Alex Trebek.
I think that he's everyone's, or he's one of everyone's favorites.
Yeah, like, who's another one? I can't name another one. Who's another good TV host?
Rachel Ray.
I don't know. Shut the hell up. Don't you dare.
We're running a little bit long if we expect everyone to listen to all of this. I don't want to make it too long.
I guess we could cut it out now, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like as good of a time as any.
Yeah, because it's been like an hour and 40 minutes.
Hour 15. We started at hour 30. All right, everyone. Stay safe. Don't be stupid. Yeah, don't be stupid.
Don't be stupid. Stay in your house. Just keep to yourself, keep clean, and be smart. That's all there is to it. Don't go to the beach unless you live by the beach. Don't go outside. Just like literally just chill. Just chill. Chill, and we'll see how this goes for the next few weeks. And if it gets worse, then we'll freak out. I guess that's really not a good, but it's true. That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
And it get worse or horribly worse. It's going to be worse or it might get better. Probably won't get better, but still, it might just stay where we're at. So that's all I got to say. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.